All right. We up in here again. Once again, we got the cast this time. And yeah, we gonna do it again. And again and again and again. This is from the Jump Podcast. Let me introduce the cast. First, the most craziest son of a in the motherfucking world. So right in the house.
What's up, baby?
And we got the most beautifulest woman in the world. And in cast, she's the queen of it. And that is and tonight, we are doing it. And doing it real big. What up, y'all? How's it going?
What's
Going
going
great, thank
on?
you. My birthday dinner.
Happy birthday again.
Happy birthday. Happy
Thank you,
birthday,
thank
happy
you.
birthday to the birthday queen. That's right, y'all. And what are you doing tonight? Anything special? Anything special you
Kobe's.
doing tonight?
No, we just eat dinner at Kobe's.
Okay. That's what's
Yeah, I'm gonna be when they come out here trying to sing
And
happy
Cole Red, what are you
birthday.
doing tonight?
She's going right in.
What's up?
Well, maybe the podcast will sing you happy birthday after the show, not during the show. And whatnot. I'm saying we're gonna sing happy birthday to her after the show, man. It's her birthday,
Oh yeah.
you know. And Cole Red, what are you doing tonight?
Trying to stay out of trouble, like always.
Cole Red ain't doing shit but smoking, drinking,
Smoking
and
and riding,
bullshitting.
acting a damn fool.
Hey, but I congratulate you on that.
Find it out.
Anyway,
Find it out.
this episode, we're gonna talk about relationships. That's right. And Christmas.
Oh,
Christmas
hell
is
no.
around the corner. Christmas is around the corner. And yes, it is a week away. And we gonna talk about, what do you mean? You ain't ready?
I fucking hate Christmas.
You ain't putting nothing under the Christmas tree?
Nah, I bought some shit for my nephews, but I hate
This
Christmas.
guy. Oh man.
I hate
So
Christmas.
we're gonna talk about relationships over here tonight. Oh man, don't say that, man. You're gonna get a lot of backlash on that.
It's the truth. I am the real living Grinch.
What did you buy them, man? Did you buy them a bat and a ball?
Nah, I got some Hot Wheels stuff, a bunch of little learning stuff for the youngest nephew.
Man. So we're gonna talk
I
about
got
relationships right now
just got a
because
motorcycle on Amazon for him
it's
too.
you know time of year, romancing, whining. Yo, where's she at, man? Why is she playing games, man? Oh Lord, I'm cutting this episode off.
There
I
she
ain't
is.
gonna be on it, and I'm
Funny.
firing
You want to
first.
sing happy birthday at the restaurant?
Oh Lord, and, yo, wasn't your birthday like 3 weeks ago?
No, it was the 14th.
It was
It
like
was the
3 weeks
14th.
ago, man. Oh,
2 weeks ago. That was like a couple days ago. That was just this past Thursday.
okay, all right. So let's talk
What's
about
next?
let's get it this podcast right now. Let's talk about relationships. What's the do's and the do not you do in a relationship? So today's age of the new Jack City, as I call it, people get into relationships not so long like they used to do back in the days. Back in the days, you know, they used to be in relationships and die together. Now they have kids, maybe 5 years, and
Now it's a joke.
yeah, now it's a joke. Now
It's
it's
a
a
joke.
totally joke. Now some people don't even get married now. They just stay in relationships for a very long time till something
Well,
happens
what's the
and
point?
then they're gone. They're gone with the wind. And that's a bad thing, you know? Because whatever happened to death do us part, forever and ever, for rich and for poor, you know?
For love.
You know, it's just gone crazy, you know. And from what I see, a lot of people they just do the wrong things. They don't do the right things for the relationships. And I blame the women. I blame the women. The women got fault in this.
Why do we have fault in this?
The well, it ain't the
I don't know.
man's fault.
Why
It's
not?
on both
I think
sides.
it's a 50-50.
So you saying that the breakups and the cheating and everything else is the man's fault? Is that what you telling me?
No, I said 50-50. But don't get mad though, because the
Go ahead.
females,
You agree with her?
their game is on point. They're just as bad as the men, because our game is on point. Because,
My
Zach
whole
men,
outlook
men,
on it is
men need to be able to play this,
in
but women are a little
today's
bit more tight with it. Just saying.
today's day and age, how shit is
Yeah, it's both
nowadays
sides.
with
I don't know,
relationship.
man.
It's hard
I
to
don't
really
know, man.
say
I got my
who's in
personal
main fault
opinion on
with
it.
this,
You know, I've
but
noticed in relationships that, and this goes both ways. Okay, this goes both ways. But it seems to me like people are attracted always to the wrong type of person.
daddy issues and all that start coming into play when that happens.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But like I was saying, people look for the wrong type of people. And that's why relationships don't last. You know, a man would date a woman with 20 kids, and a woman would date a man with no job. Well, what's going on here, man? What's going on? I mean, you're supposed to find that soulmate of yours. Number one, I have a golden rule. You got to be friends before you even carry on in a relationship. If you can't be friends and can't have trust in a relationship, then why even be in a relationship? You know? Why even waste your time? There's good women and there's good men. But it just
Right.
seems that one or the other always looks for the wrong type of person. The wrong type of person. You know? Now let's say how do you spot a no good partner? Number one, I've noticed a no good partner is a person you don't know what they're doing. They disappear. They don't pick up their phone. They don't make no phone call. And that's because they're doing something that they're not supposed to be doing. So it's like, the first time they do it, it should be the first thing that smacks in your head and you're gone. You should just pack up your stuff and say, see you later. Because you're going to hit a roadblock and a wall that you're going to either end up you're going to end up in a bad situation. You know what I mean? So for
Check
all of
their
y'all
credit
out there,
first.
you what?
I say check their credit, financials. How responsible are you financially?
Well, yeah.
Sometimes that doesn't always matter
Well, you know
because
what?
sometimes some things can happen in
It
life to
doesn't.
where
It's
they
you.
fell down the road. I mean, that was kind of like me back when me and my
Right.
ex were still together. There was a time
And
to
you're
where
right.
my credit
You know,
score was like
you're
400
absolutely right.
because shit just happened in life to where I just kept going downhill and I couldn't get back on my feet. And shit happens in a man's life to where sometimes he is down on his ass to where he's got to rebuild himself financially, physically, mentally, and shit like that. So
But
going
see,
based off
that
someone's credit
also,
score ain't gonna be the smartest decision because he could just be in a rough spot in his life.
but that also, no, and and
So
and
I'm
and,
not
and,
saying that's
and
what it
what's
should be based on. I'm just saying it's her future. Because when I started dating, the men I dated didn't have main credit, but I built their credit. But it just gives you an idea of how they are
One thing I've
financially.
always looked
I'm
for,
not saying that's all of
one
it,
thing
but
I've always looked for when I always go to talk to someone new is,
huh,
okay,
yeah.
do I feel something towards this person? Like, do I want to be around them? Do I want to talk to them more? Blah, 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 shit like that. You know when that person and you is meant to be in a relationship, if about after a month or two, it's hard for you to go a day without talking to that person. And that person, it's hard for them to go a day without texting
Right.
you. That's when you know there's something there. Because communication in any aspect of any life is key, whether it's work, life, relationship, family, it doesn't matter. Communication's key. And if you don't have the baseline to where you want to talk to that
yeah.
Agreed.
person every day, how are you going to want to talk to them when something's going bad in your life?
Well, I agree with that.
Communication is the biggest thing when it comes to trying to get with someone, being with someone, or trying to make it last with someone. If you can't communicate about everything, I'm talking about your deepest, darkest
I
things that
agree.
you're
I think
taking.
that's
If
probably
you
the reason
can't
why these
communicate
Right.
marriages
with that
aren't
person
lasting right
that's
now.
messing with you,
So, because communication sounds
right?
easy, but it's really not.
I mean, look at the one I was in. I was in a relationship for 12 years. What killed it is she would not understand or want to communicate when I tried to tell her something was going on with me. So I would have to sit there and suffer, and she'd be sitting there, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" Well, I'm trying to figure
Yeah.
this shit out myself since you don't want to talk.
Right.
And
So
like I
for
said
me,
before,
communication's the
when
main
you
thing.
notice, yeah,
Agree.
yeah,
I think
and
that
like I
helps.
said, it's a give and take on it. You know, I mean, you're supposed to be with somebody through good and bad, not because of their credit score or what they can give to you and everything. If you can't get something,
I didn't
don't
say it
expect
has
for
to
the
be
next
based
person to
off the
give it to
credit
you.
score.
We know
I'm
you
just
didn't
saying,
say.
give you an
We know you just
idea.
said that as like an example.
Not everybody is lucky, but for those people that do find true love, that do find that good partner, you know,
They build
uh,
everything
uh, uh,
together.
stick with it. And for all those that destroy relationships, yo, be by
Burn in hell.
yourself. Be by yourself.
Burn
Stop
in
Yeah.
out
hell.
there ruining good people. Because I've been in relationships
Burn in
where the
hell.
girl has good intentions, but their background, the things that they've been through destroys them, and then they found somebody good and they destroy them. So it's a domino effect. It's a domino effect. You got ruined.
Kind of, but at the same
You
point,
got
like I said, it's
issues.
all about
Now you're gonna carry
communication.
that on to the next person and give them, a hard time, and then they
Like I,
become
like I,
just like you,
like
and they move
like I
that on
said from the very beginning, if you can communicate, whether you're someone who comes from the slump and someone who's golden spoon fed, completely yin and yang from each other, there still can be together if you can communicate and listen. Because like if someone who's been through a lot in their life, like horrible stuff,
you.
deals with a lot in their mind, stuff like that, there's gonna be times where they're dealing with shit in their head and they just get quiet, don't want to talk shit like that. Someone who's from a golden spoon fed family has no idea what the fuck they're going through because they've never had to deal with nothing like that. That's where the give and take and communication and understanding comes into, okay, I know I have no idea what the fuck you're going through. That's you're from your rough past. I ain't got shit to do with me, but I know you're going through something and I can see it's affecting you. Even though I have no idea what the fuck it is, it ain't got shit to do with me. Shouldn't it be my responsibility, if I care about you, to try to be there for you, to try to help uplift you? That's through the sickness and health,
Yeah,
rich and poor. Even as
it's
a
supposed to be.
relationship,
It's supposed to
even in a relationship, you should be looking at that person, if you're serious with them, as your future partner.
be. Right.
So
Right. And you're
if you're
absolutely
with
right.
someone, whether it's for 6 months or 10 years, if you feel like, okay, yeah, I see the signs, me and this person get along really great, we had that strong connection, we can communicate about anything and nothing's weird or gets blown up, that's one you want to hold on to and try to make work. Because no one does that these days. No one wants to talk about problems. It's all, I'll just get away from you. I'm going to go to the club. I'm going to get drunk. I'm going to get fucked up. I'm going to go sleep with this person. I'm going to go stay at this person's house. No one wants to try to sit and work on shit no more.
No, nobody. And that's a very sad thing. Relationships today,
Are trash.
it's just, it's trash. And
Trying to get in a relationship today is trash.
I think
known two relationships.
positions are last.
I've known two relationships that one there was issues because of trust, and the other one it was because of cheating. So, and this was like right before the holidays. So how do you deal with a broken heart and try to go into the holidays and into the New Year's with a great state of mind?
Sometimes, to be honest, you can't.
Yeah, it's
And that's
that's a
Sometimes you
rough.
just have to
That's
be
really
around
rough.
family. You got to be around family. You got to be around people you know
Yeah.
that you love and care about you, and just try to make the best of it until that day's done with.
Yeah, that's sad, man. That's sad. It's sad to be alone. It's sad to be, hurt.
The worst one,
And
even
it's just sad.
besides Christmas, take Christmas
And I
out of
had
it. The hardest one that I think of, I think it'd be New Year's. New Year's for me killed me. My first New Year's alone after so long, that was,
New Year's is another one.
Christmas didn't bother me. All the other New Year's, that fucked me up.
New Year's is another one.
That's a tough one.
But what is the advice that you guys give to people that are right now today dealing with emotional breakdowns, emotional I miss you, emotional this, emotional that? My advice is easy. If they did you wrong in any kind of way, man or woman, any kind of way, they were never meant for you. Don't let them have the power of thinking that they got the best of you. Carry on with your life. You know what I mean? Carry on. Find a hobby, work out, improve yourself, go back to school, improve yourself. And you'll see that those same people that hurt you the most will never forget you and come back. I hate to see somebody in a situation that they were cheated on. They broke up. Now you improved yourself. Now you see your value, and now they want to come back. And my advice for the good people is
life's
remember
like
what
a
happened.
book. Some people are meant for a
Forgive, but don't
page.
forget.
Some people are meant for a chapter.
Forgive, but don't forget. Because if it happened once, it happened twice. And it'll happen twice or happen 3 times. I've known multiple people that forgive their partners for cheating on them and doing things. And I'm like, why? Why forgive? And you'll never forget. You never ever will forget. And that will destroy your marriage. It will destroy a relationship faster than you can blink an eye. Because there's trust. There's no trust in a relationship.
Life is like a book.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are meant for a page. Some people are meant for a chapter.
But
But
again,
at the end of the day,
my advice is
they're supposed to teach you
you give a
something from
person
that
one
page
shot.
or chapter.
And if that person messes up that one shot, you should just go on, leave, find somebody good. You know, don't look for good people at churches. Don't look for people, you know, in your school or at the mechanic shop. You know, just look for
Do it
people.
like
You'll
this.
find
Do it
it.
like
You'll
this.
find it.
Just don't look.
Flight
Just
risk
don't
over
look.
there doing too much. She's moving like she's running.
Jumpstart.
You working out or something?
Jumpstart. Just put it like
No,
this.
but I need to be. Shoot, I'm trying to
Best
get
thing to
Oh
sexy.
do.
Lord, here we go. Here we go. I
Best
should
thing
have
to
never
do
brought that
is
shit
just
up.
not to look at
I was
all.
just trying to get her attention. That's all I was trying to do.
Man, fuck it.
I tell you.
And I just got it.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, you
shoot.
live and you learn, man. And you learn and you live. And that's the way it is. But oh man, I tell you, this year's just been crazy, man. I'm so glad it's almost over with. Let 2024 come in and let it bring riches. Let me hit the lottery. And
Yes, please. That's great.
man,
There's
bro, I
financials and
tell you,
blessings.
I'll be one of those people. Looking, I ain't looking. That's when you'll find it. That's when you find it. I always say that when you don't look for love and you don't look for a relationship, it comes out. You know what I mean? It comes out. And when you find it,
Huh?
be good to one another, man. Don't say I love you, and then when times get tough, you'll be the first one out the door. Because what is love? Love is something unconditional. When you say you love somebody, it should be forever, not just a part-time job. Things get tough or
Just 'cause
rough,
it's-
then your ass is out the
right.
door. You know what I mean? Your ass is
And
out
not
the
just for
door.
a good time. You know what I think the reason why relationships are going south now? There are no traditions. Like, you know, we should be interviewing the people who've been married 40, 60 years and ask them how they did, how they made it. Because there's no way in hell it was always, glitter and gold 24/7. You know what I mean? They had to make it work
Nah, it's just
somehow. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure, like back in the day,
didn't give
granted
up.
their husband cheated or something, but they still stuck it through for rich, for poor, better or worse. You know what I'm saying? Like they stuck it through. Nowadays, there's
It's
no
so
patience, there's
easy
no
for
communication. Everybody feels like they're entitled.
it's
But
so
like I said,
easy
I
for
think
someone to give
it's
up
family
nowadays.
values, traditions. They're not taught anymore. I mean, I just came from dinner. I got a person eating with their elbows on the table. Not that has anything to do with anything, but I'm saying example.
Girl, I eat with my
Oh
elbows
Lord.
on the table.
You for real? Elbows on the table? I mean,
Yes,
that's an
no
old
elbows on the
tradition.
table. I don't
Oh
care.
my
It's
God.
disrespectful. Just elbows on the table. Shoot. And he's sitting at Kobe's as tight as it is already. Don't play with me. I
No, we
screwed
put
up.
So
Me
let
elbows
me
on the
ask
personal
you a
space.
table
I
with our
screwed
question.
hands.
up. You got the
How are you supposed to eat then? You got to put your hand on the table.
You use your forearm, not your whole elbow, and spread it out like this because you got other people. Use your forearm. You eat.
How am I gonna block my food?
That's only if you go
I'll come
out.
around and
But
give you
if
some
you at your
table
house,
etiquette.
oh
We out.
Lord, I know how to eat. I know how to eat. I keep my mouth
These young
closed.
kids don't.
We know you know how to eat. We know very well you know how to eat.
I had to get
Oh,
We can
this
see
kid's
it.
face for him to get the hint. I'm like, oh, so you're gonna put your elbows on the table, taking most of my eating space. So I started scooting closer to him. I scoot closer and closer. And Will's sitting there looking at me like, what are you doing? I got a little closer to the dude. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, me too. Yeah, that's what
I,
relationships are. People didn't give up, but I don't know what's going on with this generation nowadays coming up to walk away.
man, this whole world has changed, man. This whole world has changed. This whole world's changed. You know, people grow up and people are taught like you work hard you find a good woman, you have kids, you live a long life, happily ever after. End of the story. Now,
Right.
people get into relationships and have kids, don't even live with each other, and they're not happy.
Crazy, right?
And elbows on the table. Elbows on the table.
No, we're not.
Don't
We're not
go
doing
to
elbows
flight
on the table.
risk and put your elbows on the table. Don't do it.
Go
I
ahead,
ain't
do
eating
it.
at your
Because she
I'm
house.
gonna
will
break
kick
your
you out.
space. I break your space.
Break my
That's what I'm
space, I'm just
saying.
gonna pull you
I
over
want to
me.
make
I'm
sure
about to
that we
break your space.
and that's another thing. How many families? How many families? How many
None.
families?
I already know what you about
You
to
know,
ask.
there was an old saying: a family that prays together stays together. But these days,
None.
people, and quote me wrong, or quote me right. How many families do actually sit down in a dinner table all together?
Without cell phones and actually pray and eat? Good question. I don't know.
Well, no cell phones, no
None.
TV on, nothing. Actually, family time. You know,
Zero.
I think family
None.
time is very
Not a
important
damn one.
at any cost. You know, the husband goes to work,
Yeah.
the wife goes to work, the kids are ready, house is clean. Shit, me and you'll be eating alone then, because I ain't got nobody here. I like my peace and quiet. Oh man. Fucking cover man. Hey,
Yeah,
how's
teach that.
Grandpa doing, man? What's Grandpa up to lately in the old folks' home?
He's back in the old folks' home.
Probably raising hell.
He done punched another
He's
grandpa in the
probably in a
face, so he's
multiple
on house
relationships right
arrest.
now. Maybe he should give us or give the world some advice, because
You don't want no
damn.
advice from Grandpa. Grandpa just gonna say, "Send all your bitches to me."
Funny.
Grandpa don't play that. Grandpa trying to steal everything. Your
Well,
drugs,
y'all,
your bitches, your
it
money.
was great seeing y'all, and we got to do this again, where nobody's out in the streets, where nobody
Listen,
is
I was
smoking
dedicated.
until they can't sleep. Yeah, you were.
I sleep just fine. Mind
And
your business.
everybody, don't worry, Unc is okay. I spoke to Unc the other day.
He's just picking out his casket.
The
You got
lock
local
lizard
time?
got him on lockdown, but yeah, you know, the lock lizard got him on lockdown. So hopefully we'll get him
Yeah, I
back
learned so much from
one
you.
Who,
day.
Zigzag? Zigzag is the lot lizard, we come to find out.
He's on the house arrest. I believe you.
Excuse.
No, Zigzag is
I
the lot
want to
lizard.
know what Grandpa think about. I want to know what Grandpa think about Big and his situation where, you know, with Unc and
Yeah, he's
whatnot.
like,
But we'll see. We'll see.
Well, I guess y'all have to tune in next time to see what Grandpa got to say
Oh,
about that.
wait.
So what?
What traditions? Yeah, we could do that too.
Huh?
What traditions?
Listen, traditions.
His casket.
Traditions have gone out the window.
What the fuck are we saying?
Hold on, we're going all over the place here.
I keep hearing traditions. But what traditions? Tradition of what?
Oh, the new one. He's the new one.
This podcast is going left. This podcast
Are you saying
going
tradition
right.
or
We
tuition?
can't even stay on track. I don't even know what we're talking about. All right, let's talk about.
What is this in tradition?
Listen.
Nutrition.
No, we talking about this shit right now because Flight Risk brung it up. So we're going to take nutrition? 10 minutes to talk about this. What traditions are still out there and how many families are actually very traditional? You know, do you guys sit in your kitchen table and eat food?
Tradition.
Do you guys open up your... That's what I said.
I got one.
Nutrition. Tradition.
Yeah, my family's got a tradition. If you start backmouthing too much,
you
they
know
whoop
what?
your ass.
Flight Risk, right now I'm going to let you take control of this podcast. I quit. Go ahead, Flight Risk. It's all yours.
Well, I was just curious about the tradition. like my stepdad, he does like his side of the family, they do this like Wayfair thing. So they do a Christmas party every year, and you break a small piece off the other person, and the person takes a little bit of yours, and you wish them well. Like you wish them, happiness,
Off a
prosperity,
cracker.
wish you lots of love, and you know, yeah,
Off crack.
That's some white
you
people
wish them
shit.
well. It's like
Off
you
crack.
wish each other well going into the new year. Yeah. Well, my stepdad is white.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
He's white and Polish.
Ain't your dad,
Hmm? Is my dad what?
ain't your dad,
Pink
ain't your
pink
dad.
My real dad's Asian. My
Yeah, she said her stepdad.
my
I'm
stepdad is
confused.
white and Polish. Stepdad.
I'm confused. I am so confused here. I don't even know what to say.
So my mom
But
married one, divorced one, remarried another
I
one.
can't believe we got to explain this to Jumpstart. So when two
we gotta
people
have
love each
her on the
other and
podcast.
decide not to be together, another motherfucker comes in the picture and dates the mom. That's the stepdad. Real daddy,
Yes.
stepdaddy. Real daddy,
Yeah,
stepdaddy.
he got me confused. Like, wait a minute, ain't her dad?
Real
She said,
daddy
"Well, I love
Chinese,
that." I'm like, wait a minute.
stepdaddy Polish and white. Chinese, Polish and white.
Yeah,
Now I say,
yeah.
okay?
Yeah,
Huh?
and that's enough. And
What?
we gotta have your mama on this show because she's a perfect person for this podcast thing. So, how many times did she get married? How many times?
This is her second marriage.
Two.
Just second. Just two.
Just two?
But her marriages lasted a while. The first one was, I think, 19, 20 years. This one is, oh, good God. I can't even count. I think about
30 going on 12.
almost 20, 25 years or something like that. Yeah, she's in there for a long haul.
That's what's up. I love to hear of relationships of 30, 40 years. And
My parents actually just had an anniversary.
I don't like to hear a relationship
13th.
2 or 3 years.
What was it, 20 or 36 years together? I'm like, God
Yeah.
damn. Y'all old sons of bitches.
Your parents did?
Yeah.
Oh, we should ask them how they keep their marriage together. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Bubble gum. Bubble gum.
Bubble gum?
Well, they were together before bubble gum was invented?
No, that's what's holding it together is bubble gum. I'm talking about blow one bubble, it's gonna pop.
Hey, let me tell you something. Let me share something with you guys in the whole wide world.
It's been like that for about 10 years.
My grandparents were together. My grandparents were together for over 56 years. And as long as I remember as a little kid, they never slept in the same bedroom. But they never slept
I remember that.
apart from each other. They never slept apart from each other. In other words, they stood at the same house. One slept in the living room.
But they slept in separate beds in the same room.
Yes.
Oh, no, that's different.
They stood together at the same house. They never thought about.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they never thought about breaking up. They never thought about. They stood together, and that's what I'm saying in this episode is y'all got to get y'all shit together, because if the old people can do it, we can do it.
Quit being such pussies and just running away when shit gets tough. Stick it out. Figure out a solution to the problem.
Yeah.
Why you gotta run every time there's something hard going in? I promise.
And you know,
I promise.
This is just so smart.
I promise you. Relationships are never gonna be a smooth, flat fucking surface. That bitch is the craziest roller coaster you ever been on. Up, down, twisty, loop-de-loops, in a tunnel, back out the same tunnel, in again. If you get my drift.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You'll have your high moments, you'll have your low moments where you're like, man, bitch, get out of my face. Disappear. Go. Just run away. By all means, I'll free yourself.
But at the same moment,
it's time to go to bed. I want to see you in bed because I need something to hug on to, goddammit.
But at the same time, you got to remember that the most important thing in the relationship is giving and taking. You got to know when to
Right.
pick your fights.
That whole
You know,
50-50
you can't
shit is
always be the
bullshit.
winner of a fight.
That whole 50-50
You
shit
know
is
what? It shouldn't be
bullshit.
50-50.
It's never
It
50-50
should never be
because
50-50.
let me put it this way. You wake up
It should be both
with a
100.
bad morning, right? You wake up some days you're just like, man, I'm not feeling it today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm slumped out. I ain't got no fucking energy to walk. You got 20% for that whole day, babe. I got 20%. I'm sorry, you got to pick up 80 today. That's fine. But when it's my 20, bitch, you better pick up your 80. Like, there's got to be that understanding. Okay, my partner's not doing good today. He or she's running a little bit in the ground, or they're a little stressed out because of work, bills, what have you. Let me pick up the slack to do more for them around the house or in our relationship, since they ain't got it right now. When I'm in that slump, I expect you
Right.
to do the
It
same
should
fucking
be
thing
like
for me.
that. It should be like that.
That whole 50-50 shit, that
And
ain't no
courtesy.
But I also
ain't
think
no
a
50-50.
relationship. But I think a relationship should be 100 and 100, not
Oh
50-50.
yeah, you should always give
Yes.
110%.
Always in a relationship, you should always give 110%. You're right.
Right.
But it should never be 50-50. You hear some people saying, well, I'm going to give 50% in this relationship and you build the other 50, and that equals to
Like
100.
us, we built
No,
100 together.
you build 200 and even more together, you know, because it's very important to understand that not only you should be friends at first for a very long time. After that, you should, you know, get into a relationship easy by easy. I see a lot of people rush into a relationship. And every time you
Everybody
rush, you
rushes
do
to sleep with
something.
somebody these days too.
That too. That too. Like, put your penis in your pants.
I
You know,
tripped
it
this I
takes
tripped
two to
this last
tango.
I tripped this last girl I took out on a date. I took her out on like 4 dates. And the fourth day she's like, you know, we're gonna sleep together. I'm like, girl, I'm not like that. I'm like, I want to get to know you first
Yeah, I
before I
wait
do any of
to
that shit. Like, that's the
Yeah,
last
you
believe it
gotta
or
figure out
not.
who these people
right.
are.
That's the last thing on my mind is trying to sleep with you. I'm
Ooh.
trying to figure out who the fuck you are. That's the last thing I need to
Yeah,
do
you're a
is sleep with
serial
Exactly.
your ass,
killer,
and then you're
crazy
fucking
psycho
Exactly.
person.
psychotic or some shit. Yeah, I'm not
Are you
dealing with this shit.
stalkers? Right.
Because I
That's what people be like in the book.
I believe sex should be
It's sacred.
something very, very, very special.
It's sacred.
Yeah, it should be very
That's where in a
special. You
relationship
know?
two people can become one and actually connect and understand each other on a spiritual level and a physical level, not just a mental level.
Yeah, it makes it that much more. Correct.
Yeah, it makes it that much more. You know, you're giving your ultimate, your last thing on earth that you could give somebody. You know, after you know, going out a couple of times, you know, getting to know each other, building memories, and then, you know, if it happens, it happens. But it's very important out there to people stop. You know what? I'm thinking, and as my mind twirls, you know, there's a lot of people out there using people. You know, they use people to get in a relationship. Then once they're in a relationship, things fall apart, and it's because y'all wasn't friends at first. Number two, you ain't take your time, and number three, you in that relationship for all the wrong reasons. And so you failing already from the beginning. You know, a relationship should start as friends, as good friends, as BFFs. Then that lasts a long time. And I think that's the recipe of what the old people had. And that's why a lot of relationships of the old days last forever because they were friends. You don't want to be apart from your friend. Today,
Right.
they're not friends. You know, they meet each other, they like each other, they attracted each other, boom, they have sex, and then boom, they break up.
That
You know?
little match spark
So
done faded away.
yeah. So all those people in bad relationships, you got to step back and see what you did wrong for it to be created as bad instead of created as good. And another thing, I've noticed that there's a lot of relationships that are domestic, and domestic comes with insecurity. It comes with insecurity. You know, a man beats up a woman, or a woman beats up on a man. It's because you're insecure of what you put yourself in, and that's because you're not friends. You become friends, then you be secure. When you're insecure,
Another thing that
that's when the
helps out a
problems
lot
happen.
to help make your relationship last. Your relationship is your fucking relationship. Quit telling your parents all the problems. Quit telling your friends all the fucking
Or
problems.
your
Yes, do not do
friends,
that.
Quit going out and
and
fucking
don't involve
trying to
anybody.
vent all that shit. No one needs to know about the problems you and your significant other are going through in your personal lives. If you and your significant other has a problem, you need to sit down with your partner and talk with them about it. Not go to your
Yeah,
homegirl, go to your
yeah.
homeboys and bitch about, oh, this bitch ain't
No,
doing this,
Because
fucking
not every,
jackass
yep.
doing.
Because not everybody's gonna give you the greatest advice either.
What's that solving? You're not
but
Yeah.
talking to
see,
the
but
main
see,
person you got a problem with. You still got to go
but
home to
see,
that
Right.
that
motherfucker at the end of the
also
night.
happens. That also happens when you're not friends, because you're not comfortable to talk to your other
Bullshit.
half.
Bullshit, because I've had a bunch of
if
friends that were friends with each other for about 10 plus years, got together and did the same old bullshit that everyone else does. Got to run to everyone else and talk about their fucking relationship problems. It's a common thing because of this.
But that's also yep. And that's a factor too that plays a factor and a role in your relationship as to why you might be falling apart, because now you're leaving a door open for the devil to come in and, you know, oh well, your man or your girl said X, Y, and Z, and that's not what they said, because now they're twisting stuff too if they repeat it. And then not to mention, if you say something to your family, I don't tell my family everything. It's very important that I don't, because the minute you tell them and run to them, say blah blah blah, they're judging. They're gonna judge them, and so when you guys work stuff out, they're not gonna be as supportive. You know what I'm saying?
Especially
And they're
if
gonna
you
be like,
tell your
well,
family, because
I
they're
don't.
already going to take your side in the very beginning because you're their family member.
Right.
yeah, you're your family
Correct. So
member.
you're better off not
And
saying. You're
always
better off not saying
remember,
things. Because
everybody,
my parents don't know about this other
there
person.
ain't no cameras hiding in the bushes. We ain't no fucking Kim Kardashian relationship, so quit trying to make a whole drama fest out of your relationship. Quit doing that shit. It's childish as
Yeah,
fuck.
it's gonna be
It's
a lot more
dumb
than
as
that. It's
fuck.
not.
Be a grown up, sit down with your significant
Yep.
other, and work out your fucking problems like an adult is supposed to. Quit being a bitch and running. Quit being a bitch and
Or you
telling
can divorce.
everybody else.
Yeah.
Simple.
Or
Grow up.
divorce your husband twice on Sundays, like I do. You know.
You want to be with someone forever?
And that
Talk to that person. Communicate.
yeah, and
Correct.
work things out, man. Because that's what
Quit
love is
running
supposed to
away from
be.
your problems.
You're supposed to
Because I
work things
promise you,
out. Don't
there
be
ain't
with a
no golden
person
relationship
for a
out there.
whole year or two,
Correct.
and then break up and be with the next person. Whatever happened to I love you or whatever? Where did that go?
Exactly.
It
Was that
wasn't there.
ever there? It was never there. Because if I love
It was never
somebody
there.
like you love your child or you love your pet, you don't want to see your pet
It's
sad.
unconditional.
You know, you don't want to see your child sad. So what you do? You stick it out, man. You stick it out. Because at the end of any tunnel, there's always light. And you can work problems off. If you can't work a problem off,
Don't get
it
in a
was never
relationship.
meant to be and it was never love. Don't be in a relationship with that person.
If you're not
Tony
willing to
say,
work out
yo,
any
it ain't
problems,
working
don't
out.
waste no one's time. You could die tomorrow. Why would you
But it
waste a
depends
second of
also,
someone's time?
it also depends on the problem. I say everything could be fixed and everything could be resolved under two conditions. Number one, cheating. When a person cheats, that's it. That's it of the relationship. Don't even try to fix it. You know, bounce, leave, go find somebody new. you know. And another thing is trust. If you don't trust the person you with, don't be with that person. Don't even waste your time. So, you know,
And that goes the same with
it's
your
crazy.
friends too. Think about it like this. Think about it, because I heard this earlier and it kind of stuck with me. Let's obviously, me and you are good homeboys, right? Let's say I cheat on my girl. How would you look at me?
Well, you know what, man, and that's the problem.
No.
That's a big problem.
Just give me a short answer real quick. How would you look at me if I cheated on my girl?
I would look at
I'm
you.
hooking up with my friends.
Yeah.
Here's the difference between me and
And
you.
I can't trust
If
you.
I find out you cheated on your girlfriend, I can't fuck with you no more. Because if you could do that to someone you truly loved and slept or stayed in the same house with and had a kid with,
you do something
how do
to
I know
me?
you could do that to me?
Even
though I'm your home, I'm just your homeboy.
Exactly.
I'm just your homeboy. If you could do that to the mother of your child or someone you're living with, fuck you got in store for me?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah,
fuck that.
deuces. I stay apart. And you know, and they say there's a saying, you are
Hi, kitty.
who.
I know, she cute.
It's a pretty pussy.
That is the ugliest cat I have ever seen in my life. I hate cats. Get that cat off the camera. I don't want to even smell a cat.
You hate pussy. That's why you ain't got no pussy in your house.
Listen, you know cats are traitors, right? You know cats are traitors, right?
Not really.
No, they're traitors. They're not like dogs. Dogs are very loyal to their owner. You could beat a dog. You could mistreat a dog. And when you call that dog's name, he'll wag his tail and come to you. You let a cat outside your house. Hold on. You let a cat outside of your house. One day that cat won't come because that cat found a new owner.
Yeah, that he fell on some pussy and he's got to raise his kids like a father's supposed to do.
But you gotta come home, man. You gotta come home, man.
He made
you
a new
come home and stay with the family. What happened to the person?
So you want him to do what everyone else is doing these days? Get a bitch pregnant and then just dip out, come back home to you. You got a family now, Pimpin. You gotta let go now. You did your job. You held your first homeboy down until he got him some pussy and got him some babies. Let him go. You did your part.
That's a perfect example of what's going on today. That's a perfect example of what's going on today in relationships. You know, be the dog. Be the female dog.
Yeah,
stay home. Don't be like cats and find something out there. No, because
the dog's gonna go out there, go fuck the dog, get her pregnant, and come back home and never go back outside again because he knows what's outside. That's today's relationships.
I tell you what, I need a girlfriend, man. I need a girlfriend, man, because
motherfucker, you need 3.
This podcast, man. I need a girlfriend, man. I don't know.
We got a prospect for you.
Yeah. So what you got in store? What y'all doing for the holidays? What are you doing for the holidays?
Fucking nothing.
I gotta entertain. My mom's trying to make me cook. I ain't trying to do all that.
A woman, I need to speak to Woe, because a woman that don't cook, that's no good.
Won't eat for
that's
free.
No good.
Won't be eating everywhere.
Yeah, that's no good. That's no
I didn't say he wasn't good. I didn't say he wasn't gonna not eat. I didn't say I don't cook. I just don't want to do all that work.
Jeez.
And plus, his family's supposed to be coming down too, and they can throw down. They can cook and barbecue.
I don't care. I need a woman to cook every day. Well, not every day, but Monday through Friday. I need my woman to cook. Listen, I'll get in the kitchen and I'll cook, but don't judge my cooking.
We know you can cook. We've been through this.
Listen, that's a quality you have to learn when you're single.
That's
a quality you have to learn when you're single.
I learned that even when I was with someone.
I think it's a listen, y'all. There's 3 attractions that a man has that attracts him to a woman. Number 1, of course, is beauty. It's a damn shame, but of course, it's beauty. Then it's personality. And then, and then there's cooking.
There's squirting.
And then there's cooking. A way to a man's heart is through the cooking. I'm telling you.
In that order? In that order?
Not necessarily. I mean, you gotta attract them to come to your house. And then you gotta be nice and clean. So yeah, in that order. Yeah, in that order. Yes. I don't know about you guys, but I cannot eat just from anybody. I'm very picky.
No.
Always, when somebody is cooking, I like to see their hands. You know, I like to see them.
It's funny you
washing
say that.
their hands and cutting the onions, washing their hands and fixing the lettuce. I don't want to see a bunch of onions in the lettuce that I don't want, or meat underneath their fingertips and they dealing with rice. I just think that, you know, it needs to be in order, like everything else in your life.
Yeah.
You know,
I just pray that
like
they poison mine.
there was a, you know, it's funny y'all said that because there was a meme that I saw. It says that
A what?
you know, be careful. Those little quotes or memes, and it said something about like
Memes?
be careful, like, you know, how you say it?
Memes.
Yo, I haven't brought him out in a long time, but girl, you just want the tink of the day.
Memes.
There you go.
Fucking memes.
I don't know what those things are called.
What the hell? What is a
you know, the little quote things.
The little what?
Listen, don't judge me. Listen, it said you can't drink from every cup.
Okay, next subject. The clouds are pretty out today. It's nice.
Flyers, here's your coloring book. Here's your crayons. Go sit in the corner with Tink Tink.
Bro, why you got a coloring book and crayons on the deck? So you been coloring?
That's Tink Tink stuff.
No, that's your shit.
That's Tink Tink stuff. That's Tink Tink stuff.
Nah, but y'all listen though. That shit's real though.
What, Tink Tink?
You can't eat everything. No, you can't eat everything that people give you because that's how. Is it that little meme that you guys said? It's like, if you drink from every cup, that's how you get poisoned.
I hope.
You get it?
I hope you ain't drinking from every cup. Cold Red.
No, but I'm saying that's what poison. You know. In general, you can't just eat everything that everybody cooks because you don't know how clean they are. Some people let their pets on the counter. You know, where they're the same counter. Yeah,
that
so
is the most nastiest shit I ever. I seen that on a YouTube channel.
My main thing is I won't eat at someone's house that's got herpes or fucking AIDS. I ain't touching your food. If other than that, bitch, I'll eat your food.
You know
if you got some sort of disease, I'm not touching your shit.
You don't hear about that disease anymore as much as back in the days.
AIDS.
Bullshit. Herpes. You don't hear it.
No,
I don't hear it.
Bro, bring your ass outside.
It's not something they test for all the time.
1 in 4 people have herpes.
Right now it's COVID. COVID was a big killer for a very short time.
1 in 4 people have herpes.
Yeah, I mean,
marinate on that. We got 3 of us right here.
That's because people are not loyal to their relationships. If they were loyal to their relationships, they wouldn't be out there catching these diseases and
not
giving it to good
so
people
much that because you got some grimy ass fucking people that will willingly give it to someone and not tell them they had it. Yeah.
But you know, right now, if somebody has that disease, right now in America, if you have that disease, knowing you have it, and you give it to somebody else, you can go to jail as a attempted murder charge.
Yeah,
right now.
But that still ain't stopping people with AIDS going into the damn gas stations, into the Walmarts and shit, licking the ice cream things and putting them back on the shelf. How you gonna catch that motherfucker?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. What kind of nasty people will do that kind of stuff? Oh,
Grimy
you just
ass
gave me the
people.
creeps.
Grimy ass people. I'm telling you. There's some shady ass people out here in this world that'll do some shit. The people that got AIDS, and there's some just shady people. They've done some shit like that back in the day. I think it was 2019. There was a big thing about it.
Oh, there was a thing
I've had
about
an idea.
gas stations and somebody putting HIV needles in the stupid little pump thing.
Yeah, right on the
Needles
handle
in
part.
what?
And the gas pump where you squeeze the handle.
Yeah.
They put little
And
needles in there, so when you
handle,
go to squeeze, it'd poke your fingers and you'd get herpes or AIDS.
What the
Or
hell
AIDS or
is going
HIV.
on?
Yeah, that's why I said take your ass
What the
outside.
hell is going on in
I'm
this
not saying
world?
they don't do that no more, but
What bunch of sickos are out here? But you know what? I just had an idea. I think this podcast should do a dating game. I don't know if you guys remember that show, The Dating Game. Y'all gotta look it up. Look it up. Do y'all homework. Yeah, we doing a dating game up in here. I'm gonna take
we ain't
2 or
doing no
3
damn
people
dating game.
that are looking for somebody special, and we're
I'm
gonna
a really
find
fucking
you
ruin their
somebody,
night.
and
I'm
we're
a
gonna
really
do a
ruin their
dating
night.
game. We're gonna be matching people up. That's
I'm
a
a
dating
ruin
game.
their
Yeah,
night.
I'm gonna work on that one.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
a
gonna work
ruin
on
their
that one.
nights. I'm a ruin their nights.
And actually, we're gonna do it right here on the podcast.
Oh, I bet we are, and I'm gonna make them cry right here on the podcast.
In it. We're gonna.
I'm not being in
We're
shit.
gonna add Code Red in it. We're gonna get
I'm not
3
being in
women
shit.
that you're not gonna see who they are.
I'm not.
So
No,
all y'all fans
It's
out
about
there
like a
of
blind
Code
date.
Red, y'all
I'm not being
wanna
in
date
shit.
with Code Red? Hit me up
Listen, you
on
come on this show,
Facebook,
I'm
on
gonna
Instagram,
make
on
your ass cry,
TikTok,
little mama. Don't bring your ass on. I will make
and
you
we're
cry.
gonna find them a good woman.
We ain't finding me shit.
I think
God
that's
damn
good.
it.
What do you think, Flight Risk? What do you think,
Don't
Flight
you
Risk? We're
say
gonna find them a
no.
good woman.
I'll kill you in your
Flight
sleep.
Risk.
I don't know.
Flight
I don't
Risk.
want
You scared of him,
no
Flight
problem.
Risk?
He knows where I live. And he don't live that far. It won't take him long to get here either.
And I got my bike
You
back
know
and
what?
running
I'm gonna
shit.
hook
5
him
minutes
up.
play. We ain't doing no
I'm
damn
gonna
dating
hook
game.
him up. I'm gonna listen.
I'm gonna make
I'll
you
even
cry.
get.
I'm gonna make you cry on this camera. I'm telling you. Don't come on this show.
I'm gonna get on the dating game.
Blind date.
Blind
You're gonna
date?
date?
Oh, no blind date. No blind date. No, I said a dating game.
Basically what it's
No date at all. Let's try that. That sounds wonderful.
date.
He's gonna get on the podcast. We're gonna get 3 women who are not gonna show their face. He's gonna ask them some questions, and they're gonna answer him. And depending on who answers the questions, to his liking, that's the one he'll pick, and he'll go on a date with them, and the podcast will pay for it.
Wait, what? I want a steak dinner. Whoever's going on a date, I'll bring me back a steak, please.
I'm gonna make you cry.
Oh, and a dessert.
Bring your ass on this show.
Hey,
I'm gonna make you cry.
Deep for you, man. Especially for the holidays, man.
I don't want no
know.
problems.
You can find the love of your life right here.
Yeah,
on the
I'm
podcast.
good.
Listen,
After my last one, I'm good.
You can rent a friend. You can do a rent a friend.
Ain't
for
nobody
Christmas.
need no damn rent a friend no shit like that. Nah.
You do a rent a friend. You need a partner for the Christmas.
I'm about to rent y'all
dating
these
somebody.
hands.
We
That's
gotta
what
rent a friend.
I'm gonna rent y'all these hands.
Hey,
That's what's about to be running. Tax free, motherfucker. Tax free.
I like the
I'm
idea.
telling you.
Me and you.
Tax free.
Me and you, Flight Risk. We're gonna go hook him up. We're gonna get him a nice one.
Well, I ain't getting in trouble for that one. I don't know about that one.
Flight Risk. Don't be
Y'all do.
scared.
How about this? Y'all
got
do what you want, but
I
whoever
got
you
on
bring
your
out
side.
here,
You got that
I'm gonna make them
on
cry.
your side. Don't the cats protect you? See, it's important. That's important.
Have you not seen? Do you not know the reason why they call him Cobra? Have you not seen his temper?
What's the point of having
a temper and a mouth and a half?
Oh, he'll tell up the mouse. Well, I got an idea. I'm gonna get a mouse suit, right? And I'm gonna give it to Code Red, and then we're gonna send Code Red to your house to see what the cat do.
Why?
Has to sit there and look at him like his eyes look crazy. Like, what is that? And why is it so big?
Why do I
Hey,
gotta be
I
the
can see
scratching
now.
post?
I can see it now. Code Red be in a rat suit, and all the cats in your neighborhood jumping. I got a video.
That'd be interesting.
Yo, we gonna get billions of hits with that one.
Only if we get rich off of it. I think he might sacrifice like 2 minutes.
I might
I
be.
see Code Red right now. Get these damn cats off of me! I'm not doing this.
No, if I start getting
Where's
30
Jumpstart?
cats on me, I'm gonna start slinging the bitches.
Where's Jumpstart? Where's Jumpstart? I'm gonna go get him.
If I have a bunch
I'll
of cats
be
on me, I'm just gonna
videoing it.
start yeeting the bitches off me.
Man, fuck them cats.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck them cats. Fuck them cats.
Turn them bitches into missiles.
Okay, Chelsea.
I just told you. I don't like cats because they're not loyal.
Good.
But he won't
She likes
protect
car
you.
rides.
He won't protect you if a motherfucker come in and break in your house. He'll probably
bullshit.
rub his
Might
little
be.
thing on.
Have you ever seen Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo, when he was in there in that big bitch's room with the fucking French fries and that cat jumped up and bit him in the nuts because he broke in that bitch's house? Oh yeah, they'll bite an intruder. Oh yeah, latched right onto his little fucking coin purse.
Well, so all those cats that protect your owners and this content, I congratulate y'all. And for all those cats that are lazy down, purring, licking your paws and ain't doing shit, fuck them cats. Fuck them.
Oh, this is my cute teddy bear that I got for my birthday. Isn't it cute?
The gay bear.
He's ready to
Jesus,
ride.
I can't believe they got you the gay bear. It's all the Care Bears if they fused into one.
Oh, it's got a zipper.
Wait a minute. What's up with all the colors? Is that
exactly?
Like
it's the gay bear.
He has all those colors.
He's trying to be happy. Who's winner?
Yeah.
We don't judge over here. Cute.
Your bear.
He's just colorful.
That's gay.
I'm done with y'all. I'm done. Yeah, that's gay.
That's gay.
That's very gay.
It looks like all the damn what the hell they call? The rainbow shine bears or whatever. Them colorful bears, the blue bear, green bear. Fuck, what they called?
What was their name? The Care Bears.
Care Bears.
It was
named like all the Care Bears came together and made that fucking monstrosity.
You don't have to tell it, Tevis. Care Bears are cute.
Are you saying your gay bear ain't
Care Bears
cute?
were all gay.
That's why
Care Bears
came.
were all gay. You ain't know that? What do you think they call them Care Bears?
Because they care.
A bear that cares.
And they're cute.
Have you ever met a bear that cares?
Not really.
That's a gay bear. That would be considered a gay bear.
Grizzly bear will tear your ass up if you get in his way from getting into that garbage can.
A grizzly bear will still
garbage can.
I'm telling you, I met some ghetto. I'll tell you a story. Back in the days when I was younger, me and my ex, we went to her brother's house.
Back in the 1800s?
This is a true story. Yeah, 1800s. So anyway, back in the 1800s, when I went to my ex brother's house, he lived up in upstate New York, and we had a great time up there. It was a great time. There was a lot of woods. There was a lot of houses separated from each other, and it got dark. And if you ever been up north, upstate New York, there's certain parts that when it gets dark, There's no lights up there. There's no street lights.
That's how I hit that couch.
It's about no
street lights.
There should have been light. No street lights. So it's about 10 o'clock. We're getting ready to leave, and he was like, "Nah, it's dark. It's dangerous out here. Why don't you guys stay here and just leave in the morning?" And I was like, "Okay." The kids were young, and I was down with it. I was like, "Yeah, okay, we'll stay." And as he was throwing out the trash, his wife was like, make sure you put the lid on this time because the bears, they tore up the garbage last time.
Mm.
And I said, what? What did you just say? She's like, yeah, the bears. There's a lot of bears. I looked at my ex. She looked at me. I'm like, pack up the kids. We gone.
We gotta go. We go.
We were gone.
We gotta go.
And she knows she gonna get on this. She gonna get on the comments, and she can tell you, yeah, yo, I do not play with bears. Grizzly bears,
I don't play with.
black bears are actually the worst. They have a temper. They have a real bad temper
Are you
because they
smoking dope?
small.
Grizzly bears are
Who's the
the
worst? Who has the
technically the absolute worst bear to come in contact with is a polar bear, because those bitches will hunt you from umpteen ass fucking miles away and fuck with you until they kill you. Then it's a grizzly bear. The only time a black bear gets dangerous is if you're around its baby. Then that bitch will fuck you all the way up from here to Jesus's tombstone.
well?
A grizzly bear, if they see
I
you in the
was
wild, they're like, oh, I got your ass. Come here. They see.
Well, I didn't want to take that chance.
If they, if a grizzly sees a human, oh, it's on sight. They charge humans. They do not fuck with humans. I don't know why, but a brown grizzly bear, shit, run. Fucking run.
Well, see, in New York,
don't do that big shit with them. It don't work with a grizzly bear.
In New York City, I know there's no bears out there. We have no wildlife. So taking a kid out of the city life and bringing him into the country or bringing him to upstate New York, you hear bear. Excuse me. I'm not messing with it. I'm not messing with it. I don't care. I don't care what it is. Excuse me. Thank you. I'm not messing with it. Bears.
But yeah, polar bears are horrible. I heard this one story
YouTube the other day. I was looking at this YouTube channel, and I seen these dudes putting their heads in the gator's mouth, and I'm like, "What are you, stupid?" And there was this one dude I'll never forget. They said when he put his head inside the gator, that his sweat hit the gator's tongue.
Yep, and
they're very sensitive. They're very sensitive. And when that gator felt that sweat coming off that man, that gator, wow! And he tried to death row him. The people that were there jumped on the gator from stopping that gator from ripping that man's head off his body. Just imagine you opening up a gator. Hey, gator, how you doing, gator? And all of a sudden, that motherfucker had 3,000 pounds of pressure coming down on you and trying to rip your head off. Man, I ain't messing with that. I ain't messing with that. I don't take that kind of.
Me and my friend Peyton Harper, back when we were real little.
And if I see a gator,
growing up, we used to go to a place in Oviedo called Econ. It's a Econ River. It runs through a section of Florida. Well, we used to go out there and go on the rope swings and swing out into the little creek, land in the creek, swim around for a bit, and keep doing it. He used to always bring his dog out with us because it always used to bark when there was an alligator swimming down the creek. So the dog would always bark, letting us know an alligator's coming, so we'd get up on the tree waiting for him to come by. We used to always jump off the rope swing onto the back of the alligator's back, grab onto him, hold on for dear life, let him roll a little bit, he'll do his death roll, and then just stop. He'll just lay there. He's all tuckered out. He don't want to do nothing else. So we'll hold him by the neck, swim backwards, drag this fucker back on shore. I think the biggest one we ever dragged back on shore was like 12, 13 feet long. But we used to drag him back on shore, fuck with him for a little bit, playing with him, and then scare him back in the water, and they'd... We used to fuck with them all the time. I remember during our last work, our what was it team building exercise for my last company. He was working with me. I forgot what pond we went on, but it had a bunch of alligators. It was a canoeing thing we were doing. Well, he was in the canoe with me, and a guy named Marcus we had in there's terrified of fucking alligators, absolutely petrified of them. Well, he used to call me and Peyton crazy for all the shit we used to do growing up with alligators growing up. We seen this little baby alligator. It didn't have no stripes on the back of its neck or on its tail, so we knew it didn't have a mom no more. I told Peyton, I said, get up close to this alligator. I'm going to grab this motherfucker, and then we're going to paddle over to Marcus's canoe and throw it in his canoe and scare the shit out of him. Well, another guy named James, he's like, oh, I want to grab it. I'm like, all right, you go grab it then. We get right over this damn alligator. He's like, dude, I'm scared to grab it. I'm like, man, if you don't grab that fucking thing. As soon as he went down to go grab the damn thing, it turned around and bit him, let go, and took off in the water. Well, I guess it still had a mama that we didn't see because all of a sudden a big ass, it had to be like an 18-foot alligator come diving in the water towards us. I'm like, swim away. Start paddling this bitch. We gotta go.
The Gator boys have left the building.
Oh yeah, man. When that big bitch got in the water, we're like, yeah, no, it's time to get away from this location. Because I didn't even see her ass sitting there. All I seen was about an 8-foot tail go in the water after her. I'm like, oh no, that's too big, too fucking big.
And it's weird because gators are actually scared of humans. Unless he had contact with a human, then they're not scared.
The only time you hear of an alligator bite is if you're messing with their babies. It's the only time an alligator will mess with you. Other than that, they will not touch you. They will not get near you. Or mating
they're
season.
Hungry.
No, not even so much hunger because they don't look at humans as food. They don't look at us. They don't even like the taste of human flesh, I guess. But it's more so in mating season and when you're around their babies. Oh, they will fuck you up bad.
Real bad.
Real bad. But no, we used to swim with them all the time. We used to swim with them all the time. The best way if you happen to get in the water with an alligator and it's near you, it sounds crazy as fuck. But sing a song and just calmly swim back to the shore. Just sing a song the whole way as you're swimming back to the shore. The alligator will stay about 2 arm lengths away from you, and it will not get no closer.
Why do they control the vibrations of the song of the
They're more interested in the sound. They're more interested in the sound, like what you are. So the loud singing kind of like, what the hell is that? And it kind of scares them, but they're intrigued at the same time. But they're more terrified. And that's why if you sing, you can swim towards them. They'll start backing up. They're like, Yeah, alligators.
Tupac song.
It sounds fucked up, but my old friend, Justin, we used to do it all the time with him because he used to go out to the Cape, go out to each of the canals, catch live hogs by hand, and have to drag them back across the alligator-infested waters. He said the one song he used to always sing is the Alabama Nigger song. You have to look it up. I'm not even going to begin to try to sing it because it is so fucking racist, but he used to sing that swimming across the fucking river. I'm like, oh my God. He's like, yeah, the best part is the guy I was catching the hogs for, he was waiting in the truck and he was black. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, crazy.
He's like, every time he heard me singing that song, he made me sit in the bed on the way home. I'm like, you're fucking stupid.
All right, y'all. We're about to close this show. It's been 1 hour, man. But tonight, as always that we do, we're gonna end this podcast with a prayer. And Light Risk, it's on you, girl.
Okay, everybody bow their heads. Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for the blessings you give us every day. Lord, bless our friends, bless our families, keep everybody safe and healthy out there. Lord, bless everybody and allow them to do what they need to do safely, make it home, make it to their destinations, and add an extra blanket of protection for our riders who are out there. Please look out for our riders and allow us to enjoy our Christmas and holidays with our families. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. And I want to
I
say
got
this.
one more thing real quick
about,
after you.
Okay.
Go ahead,
you
Jump.
go ahead.
I want to say one more
say
thing.
one more
after
thing?
you.
Close it up. Go ahead.
One thing I just wanted to
can't
say
wait to hear
before we
this.
ended it is touch a little on the topic is mental health. For everyone that's going through any sort of mental health or bad thoughts in their head or thinking that tomorrow they don't want to wake up, there are people on this planet that love you, whether you think it or not. If you ever need anyone to talk to,
You're right.
by all means, you're more than welcome to message me on Facebook. If you can't get a hold of me on Facebook, get a hold of Flight Risk or Jump. They'll be more than happy to get a hold of me to talk to you, but I would rather talk to you than go to your funeral. I'm tired of having people that are close
That's
to
right.
me and people that are close to me pass because of not being able to talk. So for all those going through mental problems, mental health issues, anything like that, stay strong. Tomorrow's another day. Even in the wintertime, flowers die just to become brighter and more beautiful in the next spring and summer. So don't let the winters bring you down.
Yeah.
Amen to
I love
that.
that was
And I
beautiful.
totally agree. Hit us up, man. We here for y'all, just like y'all here for us. And in this episode, I dedicate this episode to all the good people and dedicating this song to my aunt who passed away a couple of years ago, about around this time, and to all people that have lost somebody. We dedicate this podcast to them. And with that, I got a special song from this podcast. We want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in, that can handle our craziness. We want y'all to know we appreciate you and we love y'all all. And everybody, hug somebody. Tell that somebody you love them. You know, and mean it. Do not mean it. Right now, we're signing off. Code Red. Flight Risk. And I'm Jumpstart. And we want to say love, peace, and hand grease. We love y'all. Till next week.
Yeah,
keep your heads up, y'all. Keep your heads up.